that, but like they're like more familiarized with the AI concepts. So your core engineering skill is really important. You need to still think in like system wise, say what model you choose, and like what if this like model goes wrong, and what if this like like the AI latency increases, and what sort of tool you use, where should you allow the human in the loop, and how do you handle the fallback mechanism, how do you stream your services, and what scenario you need to just like respond quickly versus you like stream your services, and how do you define your service. And you can like develop your app in your like local, but from local to just like getting into just like production, right? And also like how you architect your AI app. Don't just like always like think about, okay, I can write a good prompt and then my backend LLM will just like take care. But that's not the real AI engineering power is. So you should think from an AI architecture like perspective. You should like think from like pipeline standpoint. Okay, so you get your like user request, and what is the guardrails you're just like putting in. How do you identify this like intent of the user request? How do you manage your memory? Just like RAG, right? Like RAG is like one of the item, and like these days there are like so many ways of doing a RAG. How do you I mean, just like embed it, just like chunking, all the way to like creating this like index, like RAG, and like there are like so many like techniques just like involved. And also, how do you define your tool, what model you choose, and then what, I mean, do you use like reasoning model, do you use like a, I mean, just like large language model versus like small model, and you kind of execute your tool, and also doing this like verification, and then like finally responding, right? So you should not think from just a prompt engineering perspective. You should really think about like how your like pipeline goes, and other than that, like there are like various aspect to it, right? If you want to be like a really good AI engineer, as I said, you need to like worry about your like token context. There's like memory layer into it. How do you evaluate your AI like pipeline? If you're not able to do the eval, you cannot improve it, right? There's like saying, right? If you cannot like measure it, you cannot improve it at all. So how do you create your eval harness to it? And there is other factor to it, like there's like a data engineering factor to it, right? So your AI is as good as your data. So how do you manage your like data efficiently? And these days, this like security has to be like second nature when you're like building AI, right? You can easily do this prompt injection, or they're like there are like so many like vulnerabilities like or added into like a lot of like common like libraries and then like patterns to it. So you can easily like spoof your request, and then do a serious damage to your like backend system, where it can like delete your code, or it can like, I mean, expose the entire database. So my like point is, if you're stopping at just being creating a wrapper and then using your AI to like build your system, you are not cut for this time. At least at this time, you need to know about going into a simple prompt engineer to like defining your system well by using all the tools and services. So everybody should ask, okay, like if you're given a challenge, instead of what prompt should I write, from what is the system I should architect, and how do you package it, and how do you deploy it. If you are taking care of all those things, I think you can really stand out from all the crowd.